Now, reading 3421-1 gives an excellent example of what he's talking about there. He's talking about the opening of the Leyden gland, the seat of the soul. The Kundalini forces move along the spine to the various centers and so forth, much in the same manner as might be illustrated in the fetus that forms from conception. He says basically what happens with the fetus conception is that in the mother's womb, this Kundalini energy also comes up, and so the mother's having this Kundalini experience during pregnancy, and it's the high vibration of that energy that actually creates the body, okay? And so he's saying that's what's going on with this particular woman. Now, there was more going on than this. She had pressure upon these spinal centers and so forth, but she was also experiencing possession. She called it an elemental thing that was attaching itself to her and so forth. And so Casey gave the basic kind of therapy as he did for that, the osteopathic adjustments and electrotherapy and so forth, to bring her back into balance. There was numerous people who came to him were having manifestations of problems with this life force as it manifested. 1523-17, a person was having some irregular heartbeat and so forth, and Casey was saying basically you've raised this energy through the system, and there are impulses arising from centers along the spine from deep meditation, deep imagination, or deep thinking, and these radiate to various portions of the body. He told the person to get this system cleaned up and remove the toxins from the system and get the spinal column, to get these centers, nerve centers, coordinated so that they wouldn't be having this problem if they're going to do that deep meditation process, okay? So again, the body-soul connection comes in. Keep that connection healthy if you're going to do the deep meditation, and you can avoid these kind of problems. Reading 3428-1 was given for a person with epilepsy. So here we get into some of the physical illness aspects of this. And this particular individual was doing the psychic development and deep meditation, and he said, here we find some of those conditions of which many bodies should be warned: the opening of the centers in the body, spiritual, without correctly directing same, which may oft lead to the wrecking of the body, physical, and sometimes mental. Okay? In the same reading, they went on to ask, of course, you think of epilepsy as being a brain disease, so of course he asked, is the problem in the brain? And Casey said, as we have indicated, it is in those centers, the 7 centers of the body, where the sympathetic and cerebral spinal nervous systems coordinate the more. And then he gives those where those centers are, okay? And you can read that. I'm going to focus on 3 of those as I go along here as key centers. Finally, here's an illustration of using meditation, working with this pineal system, I like to call it, for relaxing and relieving nerve strain. He said by closing the eyes and meditating from within, there will arise this energy which makes along the pineal. Don't forget that this runs from the toes to the crown of the head, and that will quiet the whole of the nerve forces. So you can utilize this body-soul connection for stress management, relaxation, and so forth, if you understand it.